Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I got 6 NBA player props that I'm going to run you through, and the platform we're going to be looking at is ParlayPlay. But without further ado, let's just start getting into some of the picks. Don't want to wait. So my first pick is right here. It's from the sportsbook screen, and the play I'm on, so the platform my bet is going to be on, I have 6 NBA player props. It's called ParlayPlay right here. It's a new platform I started betting on, and I've been able to find a lot of profitable plays on it. So I'm on Draymond over 15 points plus assists. So you can use this tool, the OddsJam sportsbook screen, to kind of look at any market you want. But basically, as a sharp bettor, we're looking for value, right? We're always looking for an edge. We're looking for value. And what you're going to notice for Draymond is every platform, literally every data point, every sportsbook, right? They all have Draymond Green's points plus assist line at 15.5. So if you look at PrizePicks, for example, if we go to NBA, points plus assists, if we pull up Draymond, he's at 15.5. So every platform has Draymond's line at 15.5, or it actually looks like PointsBet's at 16.5. So ParlayPlay's at 15, right? The platform we're placing our bet on, they have their line at 15. Every other platform, right? PrizePicks, Underdog Fantasy, FanDuel, all the sports books, they have Draymond's line at 15.5. So ParlayPlay, they're too low, right? Their line is too low relative to the market. So we found value. If you look at LeBron, every sports book, ParlayPlay, Underdog, PrizePicks, they all have his line at 31.5, points plus assists. There's no value in the market. We don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. For Draymond, though, we actually found a discrepancy. We found value. His line's at 15. All the other platforms have his line at 15.5, right? So we found a discrepancy. We found value. We want to take the over. So that's the first play I went with. So then the second play, pretty similar concept, is I took RJ Barrett over 24 points plus rebounds. So long story short, it's starting to reload now. But what you're going to see is if I scroll down, what you're going to see is ParlayPlay has his line at 24. All the sports books, all the fantasy platforms have his line at 24.5 points plus rebounds. So once again, ParlayPlay, they're too low. We want to take the over. So those are the first 2 player props that I went with for today. But before we continue to go on, let's kind of explain how this platform works, ParlayPlay. So basically the way that ParlayPlay works is they have fixed payouts, right? So it's a similar platform to PrizePicks if you're familiar with PrizePicks. So basically on PrizePicks, right, it doesn't matter what 6 picks you select, hockey picks, golf picks, baseball picks, whatever, right? Any 6-pick entry you create, this is the payout you're getting, right? It doesn't matter if we switch this to an under, we're still getting the same payout. It doesn't matter if we remove this pick and add in Klay Thompson points plus assists, we're getting the same payout, right? And it's the same with ParlayPlay. It doesn't matter if you take overs or unders. If we take Zach Hyman over or under 2.5 hits, our payout doesn't change, right? If we go 6 for 6, we get a 25x payout, 5 for 6, 2.5x, 4 for 6, 0.5x payout. In this payout, like ParlayPlay, it's a less popular platform than PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the more popular platform, but you're going to see PrizePicks has lower payouts than ParlayPlay, right? For these 6-pick entries, if you go 5 for 6, you get a 2.5x payout on ParlayPlay. You can see that right here. Doesn't matter if you take over or under, you're getting a 2.5x payout. On PrizePicks, you're only getting a 2x payout. If you go 4 for 6, 0.4x on PrizePicks, 0.5x on ParlayPlay. So once again, you're getting a higher payout. So long story short, the way these platforms beat you, right? The way these platforms try to beat you, at least, is they assume you have no advantage. And if you have no advantage, or if I had no advantage, we'd only be able to win these player props, right? We'd be 50-50 to win. Zach Hyman, he's always going over or under 2.5 hits. So if we have no advantage, we'll be correct 50% of the time. We'll be wrong 50% of the time as well, right? We'll be correct only 50% of the time if we have no advantage. But if you take the payouts on ParlayPlay, what you're going to notice is you have to win 53.227% of your player props to break even. So what that means is if you can win 55% of your picks, so if you can get these over-unders correctly 55% of the time, so you win 55%, you lose 45%, you're going to have an ROI. If you can get 55% of your picks on ParlayPlay correctly, you're going to have an ROI of 17.1%, right? So this platform ultimately boils down. The way they make money is they assume you can only win your player props 50% of the time, which would be you have no advantage. You get 50% right, 50% wrong. You get these over-unders correctly 50% of the time, your ROI is going to be negative 26%. You're going to lose a lot of money, right? So you need to win above that. You need to win 54% of your player props, right? You need an advantage. You need an edge. So long story short, on ParlayPlay, you have to get 53.22% of your player props correct to be profitable. On PrizePicks, again, PrizePicks has slightly lower payouts than ParlayPlay. So on PrizePicks, you have to get a higher percentage, 54.25% of your player props. ParlayPlay was 53.22%. So on PrizePicks, you got to get a slightly higher rate, 54.25% of your player props correct to be profitable. So long story short, on ParlayPlay, all we're looking for is player props that are winning over 53.22% of the time. So what we do is we look at the sports books, right? So one of the common tools I use to find profitable bets on ParlayPlay is right here. It's called the OddsJam Positive Expected Value Betting Tool. And all this tool does, pretty simple, is it scans the market and points out value. So for example, well, this play just moved, but you can see the Celtics were minus 115 on Fliff, which was crazy value. All the other sportsbooks have the Celtics around minus 130. Fliff just actually moved. You can see they were minus 115. You can see that play was really profitable right here. They moved down to minus 135. Right? So when the sportsbooks move the odds in your favor, that's typically a good indication that you got a good bet down. And that happens, pretty frequently with OddsJam. You got to move quickly to get down the best bets. But long story short, right, because ParlayPlay is a platform where they're not changing your payout based on you selecting over versus under, you, as a data-driven, as a sharp sports bettor, you want to look at the sportsbooks. Right? So this positive expected value, positive EV betting tool, it just reads in odds from sportsbooks, and you're going to see a play on ParlayPlay. So ParlayPlay right here is Kevin Love under 8.5 points, right? So the reason this is a great play on ParlayPlay is, well, look at the sportsbooks. Look at the data points, right? You have dozens of data points. All these sportsbooks have Kevin Love's under as the favored outcome. Every sportsbook is telling you, hey, Kevin Love, he's a lot more likely to go under 8.5 points as opposed to over. All the books have his under as the favorite outcome. FanDuel has his under favored, minus 136. Caesars has lines juiced towards his under, right? They're giving you worse odds on the under, so they're telling you, hey, he's more likely to go under as opposed to over. DraftKings telling you the same thing. Fliff, same thing. Bet Online, same thing. Every sportsbook is telling you Kevin Love is more likely to go under as opposed to over. And again, ParlayPlay is a platform where they're not changing your payout based on you selecting over or under. So this is exactly what we're looking for, right? We want to find spots where sportsbooks have an under heavily favored or an over. I mean, it can be an over or an under. So the final tool I use is called the Fantasy Optimizer. And what this tool does is it also just reads in odds from sportsbooks and tells you the win probability for your bet, right? So we know on ParlayPlay we have to win 53.22% of our player props to be profitable. So all this Fantasy Optimizer tool does, you can use it for underdog, PrizePicks, whatever, but it reads in odds from sportsbooks, and you're going to see every sportsbook has LeBron's over 5.5 assists, pretty heavily favored, right? Pinnacle, which is the sharpest bookmaker in the world, they have the line at minus 133. All the books have LeBron's over 5.5 assists, pretty heavily favored. So we know his over is more likely than his under. Here's the odds on sportsbooks. They have his over juiced to like minus 130. So we know his over is the more likely outcome. So you just want to take these picks that are winning over 53.22% of the time, right? So all of the picks in green are going to be profitable. So what I ended up going with is LeBron over 5.5 assists, just from the Fantasy Optimizer. I went with Kevin Love under 8.5 points. We just looked at that. RJ Barrett over 24 points plus rebounds. That was from the screen. Draymond over 15 points plus assists. We also saw that from the screen. And then I also took Clay and Randall under 23 points. which were also from the odds screen, the first tool we looked at. So 6 sharp player props, everything based in data, everything found using OddsJam. Hopefully this video was helpful. I'll include my email in the description, so any questions you have, I'm always here. Don't hesitate to reach out, and let's make some money.